and thanks to Ty for inviting me to come in and speak. This is a story about passion. It's a story about touching billions of lives and commoditizing diagnostics. It's a $30 billion plus opportunity which we are addressing. As Mohan said, we got our first 250 check by delivering food, and it goes on. My journey started 30 years back, starting as working with my brother and starting a company, Seprogen, back in the 80s, taking it IPO, and then with my father helping him start a computer-aided diagnostic mammography company, selling it off, and then building an enterprise around oncology, raising it up to $1 billion plus, and during the downturn of the economy, seeing a tank. And then coming back and starting the therapeutics, the diagnostic company, POC Medical Systems, which we just closed a $21 million round Series A, which was the largest Series A last year. Now, what should an entrepreneur consider when they move forward, when they start building the business? And these are some of the things that I had to look at along with my team, putting together a team very quickly. It's important to know your target customer and where do you want to be located. Everyone here in the Valley wants to be located in the Valley because that's where your investors are. We are based in Livermore, and we decided we are going to stay in Livermore. And the cost in Livermore was very low. There was incubation facilities, etc., which is why we stayed there. Understanding your target customer was extremely important. In our particular case, we decided we were going to look around the world and find out what the needs were, and then go back and really look at technology which made sense. And then obviously your technology, get the funding, etc., which everyone knows. But at that very beginning stage, we also created what was going to be our exit plan. And most people forget about that. An investor is coming in to invest. They may believe in you, they may believe in your passion, but they also want a return on investment, and it's important to have an exit plan so they can see that return on investment. Well, so in our particular case, and really in general, what we decided to do was look at what was the population statistics, was the earning potential of people around the world, and what you see out here is the poverty map or the earning potential throughout the world of different people. And you find, while the Western world seems to have everything, Africa, India, and a bunch of other countries, the population is way below. There's a major urban and rural divide around the world, and that's critical when you're trying to develop any therapeutic or diagnostic. Because ultimately, what do you want to do? In our case, we decided we wanted to touch billions of lives. Not just do things for the 300 million people in the United States, but really affect people around the globe. Problem that happens is, in the US, we have to go through regulatory concerns. In other countries, there are regulatory concerns, and most investors and entrepreneurs don't understand those issues. So we decided, let's look worldwide as opposed to being US-centric. Everything that is developed throughout the world is very much centric around either Europe or the US. It's a herd mentality. If someone develops something in the US, we want to develop another product and go after that same market. The investors want to put in money in the same market, and they forget the 80% of the world's population which need these innovations as well. The cost of drug manufacturing, coming up with a new drug, is skyrocketing. People can't afford it. What are we in healthcare for? Just making money or doing something about people's lives? To me, it is about doing something for people. And that's what, when we started POC, that's what I looked at. Our vision is creating better diagnostics for innovative diagnostics for a better life. And it doesn't apply for 10 people, but the billions of people around the globe. The assumptions which people end up using are healthcare insurance is available to everyone. There's complete infrastructure in place. The payers can afford to pay. The regulations are fine, even if we have to spend years and years to get approval. Well, people are dying. People are dying, and we can't keep waiting. So we got to do something about that. And that's what POC is about. That was our vision, our mission, to do something about that. Hence, what is needed? A distributed but connected point of care system, which is really changing the way healthcare is done. Healthcare is concentrated in urban sectors. It's not around the globe. It's not in rural communities. Those 80%, 70% of the world's population do not have healthcare. Reality is, with new technology, with big data, with the internet, you can get healthcare to everyone. And so it's breaking the walls. Just like the the Great Wall was broken, let's break those walls. And that's what we are trying to do here. Bring diagnostics to the average person, so that you get away from symptomatic medicine treatments to diagnostic and data-based healthcare. There's wireless connectivity. You can utilize that to get the data. The doctor can be sitting in Mumbai. There can be someone in a village in Rwanda or at UCSF, a doctor. They can still see that data and prescribe a treatment. That's what we are talking about being able to do. And that's the power of digital health. So the first application we decided to address was breast cancer. It's a massive issue. Breast cancer is one of the cancers, if screened, you can save millions of lives. 1.6 billion women over the age of 40 who need to be screened, and only 60 million are screened today. Less than 4%. And what is surprising is 1 in 8, everyone knows these statistics, 1 in 8 will get breast cancer in their lifetime. In India, 1 woman dies every 7 minutes of breast cancer. Did you all know that? 1 woman dies every 7 minutes of breast cancer. The reason is she has got no access to health care, no access to mammography. The costs are through the roof. Well, why should it be? Why don't they have the chance, don't they have the option to live? Don't they have the choice? And the government of India has as a matter of fact, announced they will do door-to-door cancer screening. In India, there's 250 million women over the age of 40. You're finding in India and China, women as early as 30 are starting to get breast cancer. And you can do something about it. But you don't have mammography, you don't have ultrasounds for these women. They're expensive. The infrastructure doesn't exist for these women to travel from villages, and if they do, it takes them days and days. And the father or the husband has to travel with them, which means they are no longer able to go in and do any work and get their funds and to pay for their daily lives. These villages don't have electricity or anything. So what you're looking at is these kind of instruments are available in the larger hospitals, but they don't exist in the villages. So we came up with this solution. It's a portable microfluidics technology which can be taken into the villages, and now you can start screening these women with very high accuracy in a matter of 15 minutes. And you get the data. A doctor sitting in a hospital at UCSF or anywhere else can get that information and tell them what to do. As a result of this kind of innovation, you're looking at about an 82% savings.
But I think this is a better instrument, better way of getting a diagnosis, and your markers are very nice. So I must congratulate you for giving a gift to the humanity, giving a gift to the woman area, because as such, every government is giving the 50% reservation for the...
So this little clip was just telling you that the ministers and the healthcare system in India recognize that, and they have started utilizing this machine. And digital health has that power. Thank you, everyone.